Billionaire method to invest money. How do I quickly get rich? It's a question that almost everyone has asked themselves at least once in their lives. Is this even conceivable? But how many of us actually do what it takes to get on the road to financial success? A person needs to construct a financial plan and educate themselves on how to invest in order for them to become wealthy. And if you want to become wealthy, one of the easiest ways to achieve it is to start investing at a young age, as the billionaires do. Hey everyone, and welcome back to Unlimited Money, where in today's video we bring you all about the investing strategies of billionaires. But before we begin, make sure you subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon so you don't miss out on any of our amazing videos. And let's begin! Money in the bank and other liquid assets. The majority, if not the vast majority of billionaires practice thrift. If they spent their money, there would be none left over for them to accumulate more wealth. They set aside money for savings and expect everyone in their families to do the same, even though they do spend money on necessities and even some luxuries. There are a lot of wealthy people who keep a significant portion of their wealth in either cash or highly liquid cash equivalents. They prepare for unexpected expenses by opening a savings account specifically for that purpose. Billionaires use banking services that are distinct from those offered to the rest of us. A private banker, who most likely also manages their wealth, is in charge of all of their banking affairs and any bank accounts that they may have. At the teller's window, there's no need to wait in line because there's no line. According to some studies, billionaires may keep as much as 25% of their wealth in physical currency at any time. This is done to protect their portfolio from potential losses caused by a decline in market conditions and to ensure they always have cash on hand. Billionaires frequently put their money into cash equivalents, which are financial instruments that are nearly on par with cash in terms of their liquidity. Mutual funds that invest in money markets, certificates of deposit, commercial paper, and treasury bills are a few examples of cash equivalents. Accounts with private banks that have a zero balance are also common among billionaires. They do not keep any of their money in a checking account, but instead keep it in cash or cash equivalents and write checks against their zero balance checking account. In its role as custodian of the various accounts held by its customers, a private bank closes out each business day by selling off sufficient liquid assets to cover the expenses incurred during that day. The Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation is not a concern for millionaires. Their funds are kept under their own name, not the name of the private bank that acts as their custodian. Others who have amassed billions of dollars have safe deposit boxes stuffed with cash denominated in a wide variety of currencies. Have concerns about making your initial investment? Well, comment in the comment box. Millionaires have been putting their money into real estate for more than 2 centuries now, making it the most popular investment choice for them to keep their wealth. Investments in real estate have been the primary means by which billionaires have been able to amass and maintain their wealth over the course of all these years. The trend initially involved purchasing a primary residence, followed by additional residences, which were typically rented out. They began by purchasing some residential real estate and then moved on to investing in commercial real estate such as office buildings, hotels, stadiums, and bridges, among other types of properties. It's not uncommon for billionaires to have substantial holdings in the real estate market. After they've made a name for themselves as buyers in the real estate market, real estate agents will begin to bring them deals, and it'll be simple for them to obtain financing. Large investors have millions of dollars invested in various real estate holdings. Real estate's not an investment that should be relied on for immediate cash, but it is a lucrative investment in the long run and one that's been tried and true by billionaires. This is because billionaires enjoy passive income, which real estate is able to provide for them. Do you want to learn more about the development of your investments? Well, for all the tricks and tips, make sure you subscribe to our channel. Stocks and stock funds. There are some billionaires who prefer to live a simple life. They put their money into index funds and stocks that pay dividends. They enjoy the passive income that equity securities provide, much in the same way that they enjoy the passive rental income that real estate can provide. They don't want to spend their time managing investments because they don't want to. It is possible for extremely wealthy investors to hold a controlling interest in one or more major companies. However, many billionaires have portfolios that consist of just a few different equity securities. There is a possibility that many people hold index funds because they offer reasonable returns and don't require the investor to spend much time managing the funds. In addition to this, they provide excellent diversification and have low management fees. Stocks that pay dividends are popular among billionaires because they provide a source of passive income. Of course, they're also interested in the potential for their investments to increase in value, but for some of them, the generation of current income is a higher priority. Both private equity and hedge funds are included. You're not permitted to take part in a hedge fund or buy into a private equity fund unless you have a net worth of multiple millions of dollars. Because they are traded on stock exchanges, the shares of public equity are widely known. The liquidity of the asset is one of the benefits it offers. Your holdings of public equity or shares of stock are easily convertible into cash. On the other hand, private equity funds typically source their investments from large organizations such as universities or pension funds. Accredited investors are required to invest in private equity funds, which means they must have a certain net worth, which is typically at least $250,000. Accredited investors can take the form of either individuals or organizations, but the regulations determine who qualifies as an accredited investor. In some other contexts, private equity funds are not required to comply with the same number or type of regulations as public equity funds are. If they meet the criteria to be accredited investors, some of the wealthiest people in the world do invest in private equity. Private equity and hedge funds are two entirely different investment vehicles. To generate enormous returns for their investors, hedge funds invest their capital in pooled amounts and pursue a variety of investment strategies. The managers of hedge funds make their investments based on what they believe will generate the greatest possible short-term profits. Commodities. Billionaires may also keep their wealth in the form of commodities such as gold, silver, mineral rights, or cattle, just to name a few examples. On the other hand, they have a storage requirement and a near certain level of complexity that many billionaires simply do not want to deal with. Investments in unconventional assets. Some billionaires, along with the ultra-rich, store a portion of their wealth in tangible assets such as fine art, expensive musical instruments, or rare books. These types of investments are considered to be alternative forms of investment. In addition, there are some extremely wealthy people who have investments in intellectual property rights, such as the rights to songs or movies. These people are considered billionaires. These are the kinds of investments that can bring in a lot of money. Cryptocurrency. It is estimated that approximately 100,000 people who have become wealthy through the ownership of cryptocurrencies, with the majority of these holding Bitcoin. You have to be willing to take some risks if you want to try to make your fortune in cryptocurrency, and many people who are already wealthy don't have an appetite for risk. You only need a small percentage of the wealth of a millionaire to make an investment in one of the many cryptocurrencies available today. The strategy has helped a great number of people amass multi-million-dollar fortunes. There are some people who've lost their money. When it comes to the goal of amassing wealth, it's important to take into consideration the cryptocurrency market, which is gaining increasing legitimacy as an investment option. The crux of the matter. Because billionaires subscribe to a wide variety of investment strategies, it's challenging to generalize about the financial institutions in which they place their wealth. However, each of the aforementioned options is a respectable investment for wealthy individuals. They want to reduce the amount of risk they are exposed to, which is why many of them favor having diversified investment portfolios. Combining more than one of these financial strategies is one way to attempt to increase one's wealth. And that's going to do it for today's video, and we thank you for spending time with us today. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like and share it with your friends and family. Don't forget to check out our YouTube channel and subscribe to see more of our incredible videos. Hey, we look forward to seeing you in the next one. Have a great day!